EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend. We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Howell from the gun. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 2nd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Howell down to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Second down and 4. Howell going to audible to something else. Play-action fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. D.J. Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Throwing here, Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now the third-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And his throw here is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Shot in there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
This is searching for the first touchdown this game, partner. That quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Joseph Charlton now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Crowder now to return. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Powell. This is going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now Howell. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Williams, running right. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Anthony Jennings coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Operating from the gun, Wilson. They still can't get it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Jennings, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. Now it's Crowder. Oh, the hurdle.
Oh.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Here's Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They go play action with Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And Wilson wants a different look. Wilson now back to the air on 2nd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. Back to throw. Howell. Checks this one down to Robinson. He's into space past the 15, and he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. And Howe will throw it. Across midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 21-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He completes it to Tompkins. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown score or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. He's got Granson, his tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Howe from the gun. To the right side and into the hands of the tight end, Granson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. It's Howe with another throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Javon Kinlaw forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Howe, he'll look to throw it. A short one there, caught by Granson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they go play action with Howe. Just keeping the play alive. Throw going to be caught left side here by Granson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a 1st down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. Blankenship's kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real... He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. Powell. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Howell and the Commanders come up now, first and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He'll start with a give to Robinson. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Howell down to throw it. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing here, Howell.
Flush to his right.
And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Howell's throw taken in by Samuel.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's Howell.
2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunity.